In this figure given below, AB and CD are two parallel chords. So these two are parallel, so we'll mark it here. We'll read out the diagram, obviously. Okay. And we'll mark these two as parallel lines. Are equal chords of a circle with center O. So center O is given to you. They are parallel and also equal chords. Okay, so let's mark them to be equal also. And the length of each chord is how much given? 18 centimeters. So this length is given to be 18 centimeters. Okay. And the radius of the circle is 15 centimeters. You need to find out the distance between the chords. Okay. Now see here, if from here, if I drop a perpendicular and call this point M, and from here, if I drop a perpendicular and call this point N, then what is the distance between the chords? Draw OM perpendicular to AB and ON perpendicular to CD, right? Therefore, what is the distance between the chords? MN, right? Distance between the chords is MN. Any questions here? Any doubts that distance between the chords is MN? Okay.
Yes, sir.
Now see, the radius of the circle is given to be 15 centimeters. That means this radius here is 15 centimeters, right? And this is also 15 centimeters, right? Okay. So now, first of all, the length of the chords is given here. Given here, AB is equal to CD is equal to 18 centimeters. So therefore, what should be the length of CN? CN and ND must be equal to half of,
Sir, 18 by 2.
yes, half of CD, which is equal to half of 18, which is 9 centimeters, right? And what is the reason? Before that, we can write similarly, because the reason for both will be the same. So similarly, AM must be equal to MB must be equal to 9 centimeters. Let's write this as half of AB. Half of 18, which is equal to 9 centimeters, right? And what is the reason for both? Any straight line through the center. Through the center of a circle, drawn perpendicular to a chord bisects it, right? Right? This was which theorem? Theorem number 2, right? So we have found
Yes,
out
sir.
this length to be 9 centimeters, right? If this length is 9 centimeters, then how much is this length here? This forms a right angle triangle, right?
Yes,
So
sir.
OC is the hypotenuse in triangle OCN. OC square is equal to ON square plus CN square. So we can find out the length of ON, right? OC square is 15 square. ON square we need to find out. And CN square is 9 square. That means we get 225 is equal to ON square plus 81. That means 225 minus 81 must be equal to ON square, right? That means how much is the value of ON square? 225 minus 81 is going to give you 144. That means ON is how much? Square root of 144, which is 12 centimeters. So you have found out this length, 12. Now, because these chords are equal, ON must be equal to OM, applying that theorem, right? Because the chords AB and CD are equal, their distances from the center must be equal. equal chords are equidistant from the center of the circle, right? So
Sir, how we will write the theorem? Can you say?
that is what I'm saying. So we have, therefore, ON is equal to OM must be equal to 12 centimeter. Why? Because equal chords are equidistant from the center. From the center of a circle. Clear? This is how you should write.
Okay, sir.
Therefore, what is the distance between the centers? Hence, distance between the centers, as I told you, what was the distance? Mn, right? Mn is equal to how much? On plus Om, which is equal to,
Sir, 24.
yes, 24. Hence, distance between the centers, distance between the chords, in fact, distance between the chords is equal to Om plus On. 12 plus 12, 24 centimeters. Clear with this? Any question? We come to the next theorem, which is the converse of the last theorem. Okay, theorem number 4 that we are going to discuss is the converse of theorem number 3. And this theorem is that chords that are equidistant from the center must be equal. Chords of a circle which are equidistant
Sir, can you up the screen for I have to copy one thing.
from the center of a circle with from the center of a circle are equal. Chords of a circle which are equidistant from the center of a circle are equal. Just the converse. In the last theorem, it was given to you that the chords are equal, and what was the conclusion? That they must be equidistant from the center. That is, the distances of the chords from the center must be equal. In this is just the converse. That is, it is given to you that the perpendicular distance of the chords from the center of the circle are equal. And you conclude that the chords must be equal. Okay. So let's understand this. What it means, what is given, and what can you conclude. So you have a circle with center O, and you have two chords. You have two chords AB and CD, which are such that they are equidistant from the center. So given here is a circle with center O such that distance of the chords AB, that is OM, is equal to ON. Distance of the chords from the center are equal. Your conclusion is that the chords must be equal. That is, EB must be equal to CD. Clear? In the last theorem, if you see, AB is equal to CD was given, and we were concluding that OM is equal to ON. Here, just the converse is there. Okay. So I think there's no example needed in this case. I'll just discuss a corollary from these. A corollary is, from the two theorems, is that the perpendicular bisectors of two, not that you will be applying this much, but it is always good to know. The perpendicular bisectors of two non-parallel chords, two chords that are not parallel to each other, of a circle intersect intersect at the center of the circle. Okay, what does this mean? You have a circle with center O, and you have two chords that are non-parallel. Say this chord, and let's say this chord. These two are non-parallel chords. Okay, A, B, and C, D. And you have a perpendicular bisector of this chord. Okay, let's call this point N. And you have another perpendicular bisector of this chord. Let's call this M. So given here, ON and OM are two perpendicular bisectors. You know what is a perpendicular bisector? A line that is perpendicular to a line and also divides the line into two halves. OM and ON are two perpendicular bisectors of the chords AB and CD. And your conclusion here is that ON and OM, when produced, must intersect at the center O of the circle. Okay, clear with this, or any question on this theorem? Next theorem, and the last theorem, I guess. It's not a very important theorem, but something that you must know, that through any three non-collinear points. Now, what do you mean by collinear points?
So line on the straight path.
On the same straight line. Okay, through any three non-collinear points, that means any 3 points are given to you that are not on the same straight line. There is exactly one circle passing through them. That means if any 3 points that are not on the straight line, I give you any 3 points, then you can say that I can draw a circle through these 3 points. Okay, okay, so if I give you 3 points on the plane, any 3 points, then you can say that through these 3 points I can draw exactly one circle. Okay, that is a theorem. A corollary to this theorem is that two circles can intersect each other in at most 2 points, right? So if I give you two circles, then they can intersect each other at most 2 points. 2 points of intersection of the circles, right? What is 1 point of intersection of the circles? Can circles intersect at 1 point? Can they intersect at 1 point? Yes, they can. See, they intersecting each other at 1 point, isn't it? This is what we call two circles touching each other. When they intersect each other at 1 point, we say two circles touch each other. And this time we say touch each other externally. Okay, this is the keyword, externally. So here two circles are intersecting each other at 2 points. Here two circles are intersecting each other at 1 point, right? And they are touching each other externally. What do you mean by touching each other internally? These two circles, if you see, they touch each other internally, right? They intersect at 1 point, the point that I have shown you here. These two circles are touching each other externally at P. These two circles are touching each other internally at P. Is it clear with this? Or any question?
Yes.
So you cannot have 3 points of intersection of circles. Okay, two circles will touch each other or intersect each other at the most 2 points. Can you have 3 points of intersection of two circles? Is it possible that this circle and this circle will intersect each other at 3 points or 4 points? Is it possible?
No, sir.
No. So that is what the theorem states. Okay. The proof of all these are except the last one, obviously, this theorem. This theorem proof is, you might just find this a little tricky, but all the other proofs are very, very easy. You can do them all from congruent triangles. Fine. Let us move on to the problems on circles. Okay, number 4, I think I have worked out. Okay, we start with number 5. Look at number 5. A chord of length 16 centimeter is at a distance of 6 centimeter from the center of a circle. Let's draw this. Figure is not given, so you will have to draw the figure on your own. This circle. And let's draw a chord of length 16 centimeter. This is your chord. Let's say AB, whose length is given to be 16 centimeter. Okay. Is at a distance of 6 centimeter from the center of the circle. Let's call this point O as the center of the circle. If this chord is at a distance of 6 centimeter, then if you draw a perpendicular here from O to AB, and if you call this point M, then what is the length of OM given? 6 centimeter, right? So chord of length 16 centimeter is at a distance of 6 centimeter from the center of the circle. So this length is 16. Let's mark it here so that we remember this length is given. Okay. Find the length of the chord of the same circle, which is at a distance of 8 centimeter from the center of the circle. Another chord, let's say this chord. Okay. And it is given to you that this chord is at a distance of 8 centimeter from this circle. Let's call this point N. And this distance is given to be 8 centimeter. This length you will have to find out. Okay. So how to find out? First of all, what is the length of AM? AM and MB. AM and MB must be equal, right? And both must be equal to half of AB, which is equal to half of 16, which is equal to 8 centimeters. And what is the reason here? Any straight line through the center of a circle drawn perpendicular to a chord bisects it, right? Fine. So we've got the length of AM and we have got the length of AB. Now what you do is you join this OA. That is, OA is the radius of the circle, right? So what is the triangle that is formed? OMA is formed. So in triangle OMA, hypotenuse is OA. So OA square is equal to perpendicular is OM and base is AM. right? So that means OM is 6 and AM is, we have found above, AM is 8. So we get 36 plus 64, which is equal to 100. So therefore, OA is square root of 100, which is equal to 10 centimeter. So radius of the circle we have got as 10 centimeters, right? Now we need to find, let's call this chord CD. We need to find out the length of the chord CD. Okay. Now what we do is we join O and C, right? So therefore, OA must be equal to OC, must be equal to 10 centimeters. Why? Because they are radii of the same circle. Any question till this part? They are radii of the same
No,
circle.
sir.
So we have got this radii as 10. So we have got this as 10 and we have got this as 10. Now if you look at this triangle is right angle, right? So in triangle ONC, hypotenuse is OC, perpendicular is ON, and base is CN, right? Now put the values. OC we know as 10, ON is 8, and CN square. Now we can find out CN square, CN from here. So 100 is equal to 64 plus CN square. That means CN square is 36. That means CN is 6 centimeters. Okay. So CN, this length, how much have we got? 6. So what is the length of CD? Double of 6, because this is perpendicular, right? So we write CN is equal to ND is equal to 6 centimeters. Therefore CN is equal to ND is equal to 6 centimeters. Why? Because any straight line through the center of a circle drawn perpendicular to a chord bisects it, right? So therefore what is the length of the chord? Hence length of the chord CD is equal to CN plus ND, or double of CN. Let's write double of CN because both are equal, twice CN, which is equal to 2 into 6, 12 centimeters, right? 12 centimeters is the length of the chord, which is at a distance of 8 centimeter. This chord that I drew, CD, was at a distance of 8 centimeter from the center of the circle. Any question?
No, sir.
Sir,
Okay. So I'll stop here then.